It's really rare to be involved in something truly innovative, and what we're doing at Evergreen Modular is real innovation in New Zealand.
It's part of the evolution of construction. The way we built 50 years ago, the way we build now, and the way we're going to build in 50 years, it's all different.
Evergreen Modular is the first company of its kind in New Zealand. We build timber volumetric modules up to 8 levels, enabling more sustainable and healthy construction at scale. Now, there's a pivot point in the way that we deliver apartments and houses, and that's through offsite manufacturing.
When we started talking about the potential for offsite manufacturing and modular construction in New Zealand, we really had a bit of synergy there, that it was something we were really passionate about. Modular construction offers as many opportunities really as traditional construction does. We're just maximising that and the efficiency of how we put those buildings together.
So we are on the corner of Richardson and Hendon Avenue today. It's a 6-level modular building which has never been attempted in New Zealand. These modules are all built indoors in our factory. They're not susceptible to weather as what we are here on site. Also with the roof, we can push it as we need it. We can open it up in the mornings, install modules, close it up in the afternoon. Obviously the weather this last couple of months in Auckland was really bad, so it was a really good idea by our site team to install the roof, and also our contractors that's involved in the roof. So it just gives us that flexibility to also install modules if the weather isn't too great on the day.
We've been working with Steve and the team at Evergreen Modular for some years, and speed of delivery is really important so that we can deliver some housing outcomes quickly. It's all timber framed, which is excellent because it totally aligns with our sustainability objectives. And we really like the quality that you get from a factory produced product.
It's a bit of a snapshot about what's happening in the New Zealand residential construction sector as a whole. We're building new kinds of typologies. These 6 to 8 story apartment buildings, this mid-rise construction, that's a new typology for New Zealand. It's also, new to build it out of timber as well.
It's locally grown, we all know it, we all understand it, and instinctively we're drawn to these natural environments. What we're creating is healthy human spaces. Embodied carbon is a huge issue in construction in New Zealand. It's often not talked about as much as operational carbon, about building performance over the lifespan of the building. The volumetric timber boxes that we use from Evergreen at the scale of a project like Richardson Road is about 20% of the weight of an equivalent concrete building.
For our sector, we need to be looking at what's the impact across the whole life cycle, and thinking about both the short term, which is upfront embodied carbon, but then the longer term as well, which is the energy, the health and the well-being of the people who move into these homes.
Compared to a concrete building, we're achieving 103% less embodied carbon, and over a 90-year life cycle, we're achieving 49% less over concrete construction. We're currently achieving cost savings over traditional construction. However, this will increase with further product development and scale.
The construction industry is traditionally very slow to innovate. Compared to manufacturing, compared to other large-scale industries, we're probably the laggard in terms of picking up new technologies, new materials, and bringing them into the mainstream. As an architect, we've had to really reskill ourselves in what's called Design for Manufacture and Assembly, or DFMA. You have to start with the end result. You have to start with the manufacturing process and how these buildings can be put together. So we have the opportunity to test what's actually achievable on an assembly line in the factory and get that as efficient and as high quality as possible before that's then taken out to site and put together in a finished building.
When we look offshore, like for example in Sweden, 85% of all of their homes are built in factories, and they've been doing this well since the 60s. We can produce much larger numbers within a much faster time frame and a lot more precision construction. Currently the factory has a capacity on a single shift to produce 120 apartments per year. The new factory, however, has the ability to produce in excess of 4,000 modules per year, which is the equivalent of about 2,000 apartments. This could go over a number of different sectors such as aged care, retirement, social housing, affordable housing, student accommodation, etc. This is very exciting to finally see something that we can actually grab a hold of and increase the scale and pace of the housing supply through innovation.
I genuinely believe this is the future of construction and would like to see this type of construction adopted on a mass scale. There's no reason we shouldn't be building new cities in engineered timber and in volumetric modular buildings.